2 minutes. Let me let everybody in. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. So let me do this. Let me make one of you guys as a co-host so you can let more people in, because right now we have so many people join in last minute. All right, so Haiyan, I made you as one of the co-hosts. Okay, you're going to let people in.
Okay.
Make co-host. Okay, great. So you make co-host, so you should be able to let people in. Awesome. Okay, so let's get started. And I also believe that currently the same event is also being streamed on YouTube. And today I'm very excited to have our speaker with us talking about the visa and the green card strategies. We're very happy to have Mint Pattanan with us. Before we get started, let me quickly do introductions for people to understand why you're here today, why we're talking about the visa workshop. Okay, so a quick introduction. I am your host. My name is Dr. Nancy Lee, and we have a program called Product Manager Accelerator, where we help people transition from worker bee to product manager and business leader. Over there, we have coached over hundreds of product managers to land their dream product manager job offer. And today, we do not talk about product management, but we talk about something even bigger, which is about the visa and the green card challenges and strategies that can help you to quickly resolve those boundaries so that you're able to quickly propel and accelerate your career and pursue your dream career destination. All right, and also quick introduction regarding why I'm very excited about this topic and where is the whole strategies and also different kind of like green card and visa sponsorship coming from. Okay, specifically, let me tell you like 2 minutes quick story how I got started. Guess what? I spent 11 years to land my green card. 11 years. Okay, and I also believe that lots of you guys should already land your green card, maybe sponsorship much faster than me. But throughout the 11 years, and guess what? I also was on H1B and I was stuck in China twice, and just because different kind of visa issue. When I joined my very first company as a software engineer, as a systems engineer, and I totally hated my job. I never ever loved my systems engineering job while being in a company called Shell Oil, but the company actually intentionally slowed down my green card process. And every day when I go to work, I totally hate the whole process of doing something I don't like. But because the visa challenges and green card challenges, I had to stay in my current job and really figure out what's a new creative way to get into the next level. But eventually I made a very bold decision. I gave up the green card sponsorship from my very first employer so that I was able to jumpstart my career as a product manager. And since then, I gradually learned what's the best way to land the green card sponsorship and also get different kind of visa sponsorship. And at the time, I was hoping I was able to find a mentor who was able to guide me through the process and hold my hands. And especially when there's lots of rejections from different lawyers saying that you cannot make it happen. But I wasn't able to find the right mentor at the time. And that the whole process, actually those kind of mistakes took me 11 years to get to where I am right now. So I want to make sure you guys were also able to find your mentor earlier. And guess what? I was able to find the right mentor for our student and also for most of you guys. That's our mentor here, Mint Pattanan. And she was the right person. She was able to create many different kind of visa strategies, and she was able to sponsor her own green card as well, so that she was able to jumpstart her entrepreneurship and also continue her product management career as well. I want all of you guys to really take lots of learning strategies from her and use those methodology to jumpstart your dream career. Okay, let's do not use green card or any kind of visa sponsorship as anything that's holding you back from achieve your career satisfaction. Okay, so without further ado, who is a mentor? What's her background? So let me introduce you to our mentors and speaker today. And so let me quickly introduce who is Mint Pattanan. So Mint is founder of Rootastes, a Boston-based full-stack office lunch delivery service, personalized lunches to 400 forward-thinking companies. And Mint was an international student who graduated from Boston College in 2016. And in 2021, Mint was named the second installment of the next 1,000 Forbes owner of entrepreneurs and across America. And through her path to visa freedom, Mint received an EB2 investment visa after founding a company in 2016. And then she received an H1A visa and twice in 2019 and 2021. And most recently, Mint got approved for 2 self-sponsored employment-based green card EB1A and in 2021 and EB1A NIW in 2022. All right, so let's welcome Mint. All right, so let's do this. Mint, as based on what our quick introduction, and we know you already have gone through all different kind of like visa sponsorship and green card process. Let's do this. Can you quickly let us know how your visa sponsorship and get started?
Yeah, so actually, like I would say the visa journey start when my OPT is about to end. I actually plan ahead because I know that I don't have like much luck in terms of the if I decide not to go to H1B part because I know that I need to depend on the lottery system, and usually I'm not like a lucky person when doing like the lottery things. So I think about any other solution that I can still stay working in the US, but something that I can also control. So I found that there is one solution, which is the E2 visa. So I can start a business here, and then there are just a few requirements that I need to invest some amount of money. There is no minimum. And also so I only put the investment for 20,000. People back then, people saying that the E2 investment, people should put like, the applicant should put around 50,000 or above. But then I proved that there is actually no set requirement amount. The lawyer telling me that, but so I can put like lower investment, but I can still get approved. So the thing is that I plan ahead. So I register the company 6 months before before I actually get the E2 visa. And then I kind of like, because I'm a startup founder, so I need to do several things like pitching to the startup accelerator, also getting the customer. And then I also like present at the several events. And sometimes I also volunteer to judge the in the university as well. So with several of these activities also make me qualify to get the E2 visa for the first one with the minimum amount of investment. That is the first story.
Okay, one sec. Let's break down step by step. Because E2 visa, lots of people are not familiar. And let's go slow so people understand this methodology. First of all, you do need investment. And in order to qualify for lower amount of investment, you did actual stuff so that you show that you have actual like talent.
Exactly.
You have lots of talent so that you can invest less.
Yes.
So therefore, so am I right? So if you do not have actual talent, you need at least 50,000 or you need more than 50,000. Are those range like changes?
Yes. Yeah, so it's actually depend on the business model and the but most of people that get approved usually invest 50K or more.
I see.
Yes. That is like the data that the lawyer usually tell you to put in an investment. Some lawyer might saying that you need to put 100K. It depends on their experience working on the case as well. Yes.
I see. But usually 50 grand is okay for most people.
Yes, exactly.
Do you need to form your own company, like single member LLC, before you invest? Are those two independent or same?
Yeah, so you need to form an LLC, but the thing is that if you are not a US citizen or a permanent resident, you cannot be you are not qualified to only be a single member LLC. So you need a partnership.
I see. So you found one of your classmates, could be someone who is an American citizen,
yes,
to form a company together. So legal entities. So it's a partnership. And part of partnership, you show you have talent, and then you qualify for lower amount, right?
Yes.
So do you also know what kind of categories people can show in terms of talent?
So there is no category for E2. So I kind of like, because I know that I'm not going to have enough money, like not enough money, like higher money to put into this business. So I just think that I should get any evidence, every possible way to prove them that even if I put lower investment, but I can generate more revenue into the company, I can create a job for American. This is the key. So they need you to prove that you can hire American people. That is the benefit to the US.
I see. So
Yeah.
which also means you mentioned earlier, you work for the company, the joint partnership company for half a year to collect some data.
Exactly.
And then you file the case, use the historical data to prove you don't need lots of investment. Very
Yes.
smart. And now another question to you is, are you able to get back those $20,000? So it's an investment. And so how does this work? Is that giving away forever, or is kind of excess? That's still your money. It just qualify as an investment. How does it work?
Yeah, so it's actually an asset. So you can get back. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so sounds like it's more a process. You're not losing any money at all. Very good.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, great. So, yeah, anything you want to add regarding the EB2, like investment? So E2, so E2 investment.
Mm-hmm. So the thing is that the E2 is actually only for some nationality. I know for one fact that people from China and India will not qualify to apply for this type of visa.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. But the thing is that, and it's also only like every 2 years, you need to reapply again and again. You can like reapply continuously as long as your business still there.
I see. All right. So let's also ask you those kind of confidence questions. And I also believe that entrepreneurship required lots of risk-taking process. I also know not everybody has those kind of like risk-taking factor as you can. And how would you able to balance this, right? Now, what if one day your startup wasn't able to employ as many US citizens? What would you do? Are you going to lose your 20,000 investment? So are you thinking about this, or you're like, let's go, like 2 years later, let's see. So what's your mindset?
I just feel like the thing is that before I start the company, I never feel that I have passion about anything related to my career. So, but then when I start the business, I just feel that I'm enjoying it a lot. So I didn't feel that I'm afraid or fear in taking any risk. So I just like want to take give myself a chance to see if I can do it. And I have 2 years to prove if I can do it or not. So, and with the 20K, I think is actually lower than the money that we put into study master degree here in the US. Yeah,
much lower.
that
I
is
know.
the fact. Yeah, it's much lower. So I feel that is a good change to take risks to see if it work or not. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Awesome. So I love this mindset. And actually, I had a similar mindset, but I wasn't as bold as you saying, hey, let's explore other opportunities. I was there like 10 years ago. I said, I made 11 years mistake. I wish someone just told me, hey, maybe you should look into this. By the time I would talk to some lawyer, potentially I can start my own company earlier. But I love this. Thank you. So that's why we're doing this kind of education for people who want to explore more. All right. So we talked about E1, E2. You also mentioned later on you had O1. Tell us more regarding how you get into O1.
Yeah. So during the 2 years that I have E2 visa, I just like plan to extend or reapply for E2 again, and I never think about any other option. I think that I should get like some solution to eventually getting a green card, but I never know about this O1 option. So I remember that on the last year of E2 when it's about to expire, I did some quick search on Google and I found that there is one founder. He wrote a blog about his own story that so he get the O1A and then he get the EB1A later. So I think the O1A is more fast solution for me because it's non-immigrant visa type. And so I decide to, the thing is that this person also found a company that like the visa solution startup for startup founder or the talent that would like to relocate to work in the US. So I contact him. I contact his company to learn more about O1A. That is the first story about O1A.
Can you also give us some education? We know that O1A stands for like actual ordinary capabilities. So what does this mean and what kind of people can qualify for O1A? And also I assume this O1A, O1B, what the differences between A and B?
Yeah. So the thing is that there are two types of O1 visa. The first one is the O1A, which is for people that, so it's divided by career type, like occupation. So the O1A is for science, athletics, and business people. And then for the O1B is for all the artist people. People that work in the entertainment and like anything related to art, musician.
Yes. I see. I heard Trump's wife got the O1B when she got into the US. Yes, you're O1A, I see.
Yeah, anything else that is not related to entertainment and artists going to be fall under O1A.
I see. So how to be qualified for O1A?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know?
Yeah. Yes, there are like about 7 or 8 criteria. If you can Google, you will see a list. I will tell you like, so you need to get at least 3 out of 8. So you need to meet the criteria at least 3 out of.
What are the ones you have met, and are those easier to do? That's the most important question, because lots of us, we go to H1B, right? Everybody, like the first thing coming to your mind, hey, let's get like sponsorship, H1B. But if it's O1 is easier compared with H1B, that's what opens so many doors for lots of people. Okay, so what kind of different categories you have qualified? Let's talk about those top 3 you had.
Yes, the one that I qualified, the first one is media. So I got featured in the media because I am a startup founder. So when I get accepted to Startup Accelerator, they help the startup founder like publish the company to several media outlets. So this one, if you are a startup founder, you will be easily to qualify for this one. But I will tell you later, if you are not a startup founder, which one will be easier to qualify. It depends on each person situation. Yeah. And then the second one is the so if I receive the it's saying that you should receive national or international recognized award for excellence. But
that sounds really hard.
It should be hard. It seems scary for everyone that how can I qualify for something like that? Yeah, so people think that you need to win like Nobel Prize, Grammy Award, something like that. But I get accepted to the Math Challenge Accelerator. I also qualify for this one. That is already also counts. Okay. Yeah, if you are a startup founder, you get into Startup Accelerator. Most likely, you already get this one.
I see. So it's more based on how you create the storyline.
Yeah. So
even if it sounds like nationally or internationally the most challenging award, but there's many ways to qualify for it.
Exactly. So for Math Challenge, for Techstar or any accelerator, usually it's already nationally recognized, or even like Math Challenge is globally, so it's international. Techstar is international. Y Combinator is international. So it's very hard for you to get accepted. There are like, you need to provide evidence as well, like how many companies, how many applicants apply for the same cohort, the same like with you in that year. So for me, it's around like 1,600 applicants around the world apply to Math Challenge in that year. And it's only about 110 company get accepted to that year. So my company is one of the top 8 of the applicants that got into this program. So it's very challenging.
Okay, so you qualify for that. And also another tip for everybody, I'm also a mentor for Techstars. So it's another like a startup incubator and people can get in. The key is that you can apply for multiple ones. I also know Techstars is international. I also invited to be their mentor for Australia one. There's also some London ones. You can basically try to do multiple ones globally and do them multiple times. And also besides Techstars Math Challenge, like any locals or different places, sounds like the chance of getting in is hard, but you have 2 years to apply for multiple different ones. I believe there's lots of like good chance to get in, and actually lots of my friends were in that place. That's why I was a Math Challenge team qualified. I felt like lots of my friends get in. Okay, so it's still hard, but not disqualify means how hard is it for you to get into that level. But my point to everybody is that there's many different incubators. You guys can just go and figure out how to get in. Okay, now let's talk about your green card. So you had O1 visa. I also believe that the O1 visa can last for multiple years, right? So in the process, you can prepare for your green card.
O1 visa lasts 3 years, and then you can renew or reapply. Renew if you renew, they will only extend the visa for a year. But if you reapply, you will get another 3 years.
Okay, awesome. Did you want to tell us, you said if you are not startup founder, you can do O1 as well. You have any tips around that? Tell us.
So the thing, some criteria that is not too hard for people to get like qualify for the 3 out of the 8. One is the membership in association. It say that it should require outstanding achievement in the field. So, but then it's not too like difficult. This one for O1, because it's non-immigrant visa, so they kind of like a little bit more So they didn't like take it too seriously that you need to be too outstanding. So if you are the professional, if you are the a software engineer, there is the organization that related to software engineer people. If you are a marketer, there is like American Marketing Association, something like that. So you need to find, there is actually a website I can share later. So you can take a look of that website. There are several types of occupation. Even you are a doctor, you are like work in the entertainment field, something like that. There are several association that is in the international level or even national. So this one is super easy to get qualified.
Awesome. So we're gonna get the link from you, and also we'll eventually put the link in the description of this YouTube video, because the current streaming the event and it's also streamed from YouTube. I also know we have lots of people join us live on Zoom. For people join us live on Zoom, you can direct ask live questions as well, but we're gonna get the link, put the description of the YouTube video. Okay, awesome, very exciting. Wow. Yeah. I wish I know that earlier, that I could make the transition to PM earlier.
Yeah, so another one that I want to give a quick note is, the second one is, if you participate as a panel or as a judge of work of the author, you already get qualified for this one. Let's say if you like be one of the judges in university, so you already do that. This one is also easy to qualify.
Okay, so if you teach in university, you're author of something, so you qualify for being an author.
Yeah, but if you, let's say in the university, there might be some like competition and they invite you or you volunteer to be a panel of judges, and you judge the work of others in that competition. Even you are a student, or like you judge the work of others, you also get qualified for this one.
Oh, just like
you are a mentor at Techstar. Like if you are a judge, or if you are a mentor at some organization, even it's in the university, because this one I also got invited to be the a mentor and a judge at University Accelerator at Boston College. I also got qualified for this one.
That's amazing, and actually those are not hard to do.
Yes, it's not hard.
Right. Yeah, you just need to proactively reach out to them, because each time they have people, hey, can you basically choose a winner, right? So even when I was, as I said, I wish I had a mentor earlier. I told you guys, yes. Even when I was working for other company, I was asked to like basically pick winners. So we did some competition. I was asked to pick winners, and we give money to those winners. So I was actually doing that already. So I should be able to qualify.
Yeah. So this one is like, but it should be related to your career part as well. Yeah. Your occupation. Yeah. So you cannot like randomly just any work. Yeah, it should be related to your career.
Yeah, that's perfect. I remember at the time I was a product manager, and I was basically pitting. I was asked to select as a product that's related to the long-term strategy of Verizon. So that should qualify me at the time.
Yeah. Like if you are a software engineer and then you just the hackathon, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Fantastic. So many like juicy tips. Hey guys, don't you guys feel like you should have sent so many likes on YouTube videos to justify this? So many amazing tips. Okay, so let's do this. Mint, I also know that you later on you qualify for EB1A and also NIW for your green card, right? Can you share us more regarding how you make it happen?
Yeah, so the thing is that EB1A and EB2 NIW is the only two categories of employment-based green card that you can self-sponsor. You don't need the job offer. Any nationality can apply this yourself. In your own country or in the US. Yes. So for EB1A, it's the same criteria with O1A, exactly the same. But they will take it more seriously in checking all of the criteria because this is a permanent residence. So they will take it more in depth in evaluate if you are really like extraordinary. So so you need to prove more. So the way that I say prove more is that, let's say I got O1A twice in the past 2 or 3 years. I should continue receiving the all the evidence. So I cannot just like use really outdated evidence, and I should continue collecting all of the my evidence. So they want to see the progress. If you continue being an extraordinary people,
you
yes.
should be even more extraordinary when you apply for your green card.
Yes.
I see. So why don't you apply earlier? Because sometimes it's the same, right? So you can just do it. So you get O1 first, maybe next year, collect a little more evidence and go right away for the green card. Why don't you do that instead of waiting for a while?
Yeah, so the lawyer will usually they will take a look at your case first if you are ready to go to the self-sponsor green card or you need more evidence. Yeah, so normally people that go for O1A, they will wait for at least a year and then file either EB1A or EB2 NIW. Yes, but I would say that a lot of people, I mean, going to EB2 NIW will be much easier. So for EB2 NIW, you need to, I mean, your career or your occupation should be benefit to the US in general. So that means that's why they're calling this type of green card as a national interest waiver. So that is actually a website that you can also check as well. If the website is related to is like the government or something, they will create a bill for each year that what type of the US concern in general that they want to improve or they want to target that year. So let's say if that year, like in the past year, there are some issues related to health because of the coronavirus. So if you are a doctor or nurse or some people that work in healthcare professional,
yeah,
you will likely to get EB2 and NIW easier. Yeah. But there are several types. Sometimes it's related to technology, to environment, several things. For me as an entrepreneur, the benefit to the US is that I create a job for American.
Fantastic.
I am paying tax. I hire American and I'm paying tax because I hire American people. So the more tax I pay, that is the more American people I hire to my company. That is the benefit to American economy.
I see. So how many people did you hire? How many American employees did you hire? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah. So I hire around like 20, 25 people, but
full-time?
Full and part-time. So it doesn't matter. But the thing is that for EB2 and NIW, if as a business owner, you need to have a business plan to expand your business to another city, another state as well for the future. So they will look at your past and the future. Like how do you plan to hire more American? But the thing is that there are 3 criteria for this EB2 NIW. The first one is that you either have an advanced degree, which is this one is super easy to qualify. If you graduate master degree, you already get this one.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I
And
see.
then, yeah. Do you have
So,
any?
yes. Why you apply for two types of green cards? You qualify for O1 first,
Yes.
which is harder. And then you went back to NIW. Why did you do that?
Actually, I applied for EB2 NIW first. But the reason that I do two type like of self-sponsored green card filing at the same time is that EB2 NIW doesn't have premium processing. So you need to wait 6 months to a year in order to get approved. But EB1A have premium processing option. So you pay like 2,500, you will get decision within 2 weeks or 15 days.
Got you. So your approval date of NIW is later, but you apply for both of them at the same time, and EB1 is always faster. So you receive EB1 first, so that you guarantee. Basically, say I guarantee I either get EB1 or NIW. NIW is tier 2. Hey guys, if you understand this, the pipeline for NIW is the same as EB2. So EB1 and EB1A, EB1B, I got my green card eventually through EB1B. So EB1A, EB1B is the same lane, fast lane. Let's call it fast lane or middle lane. So you just say, let's try both lanes to see whatever hits. And both of them got approved. Now you are amazing. Now you can do both. And also quick curiosity. So right now you're also a student of PM Accelerator. Sounds like you want to make a transition back into product management, but you were entrepreneur for a very, very long time. Just out of curiosity, because lots of students who are doing reverse, right? So a lot of students want to work as a product manager to gain experience and then start their own company. Can you share with us regarding what shifts your mindset regarding, hey, I don't want to work for anybody anymore. Now I want to become product manager and working for big tech companies. So what kind of mindset shift you have in order to make such big change?
Yeah, so I think I feel that because in the past 5 years, I kind of like work on my startup, and then I just feel that I need more challenge. So then I found out that the PM role is also pretty similar in what I do as a CEO or the founder at the startup. So I think it will be a good career transition for me. And then I kind of like do the research, and then I found out about the information of the PM career on YouTube, and I found you. So I found Dr. Nancy, and then yeah, so I did like very intense research. I decided to join the program because like all the material and the training and the mentoring session that provide in this program. So I kind of like right now I kind of feel like I'm excited to shift my career transition to also challenge myself to another level. Yeah.
Got you. So in summary, basically you feel like I know how to do startups. I've been very successful. I do everything I can. Now let me do something more cool. PM sounds new challenges and more cool, and I can create even bigger product impact more people. No wonder. Welcome to the program, and like I love to like hear all the learnings you have. But at the same time, let's also take some questions from the audience. If anybody have any questions, please raise your hands. I am going to ask you to unmute yourself, then you can ask questions live. We prefer people who ask questions live than sending messages here. It's just like prioritization, okay? So PM needs to know how to prioritize. We prioritize people who ask question live, okay? So let's do this. Priyanka, can you unmute yourself and ask your question live?
Hey, Nancy. Hey, Mint. Thanks for doing this session. Really appreciate it, taking the time.
Can you turn on your camera, if possible?
Oh, yeah, sure. Give me just a second. Yeah. Can you see me now?
Yes, I can. Okay, so Priyanka, ask your question, please.
Yeah, so my question is, so I'm currently on H1B right now and just wanted to get more thoughts from Min because she has a lot of experience with this. And I definitely do want to found my own company in like few years. That's definitely the path I want to go for. Being on H1B right now, my question is if I can start my company and if I can self-sponsor myself, because even if I am going through a PM role in a different company, they will sponsor me, but that will go through EB2, which is the, for Indians and Chinese, it's a longer wait.
Forever. Okay,
Yeah,
forever.
forever. Yeah. I'll be like 60 years old and I still be waiting for my green card, right? So any thoughts on that or anything you could share would be really helpful.
Yeah, so I think I would say that the fastest way I would explore the EB2 NIW option. Yes, because they also lower the requirement a little bit. Previously, they would like you they would like to see the impact. I mean, in nationwide, but in the previous year they only like scope down to just the like regional. Let's say you just need to tell them that you're going to like expand the business or expand the customer just only for like East Coast, West Coast, something like that. It's also work, but it will be based to consult with the immigration lawyer. So I would say I want to tell you that the lawyer for this category that I tell you, they have free evaluation with no cost at all. And they will give you the strategy and also like if they will only accept you when you have like very high qualify like the chance of getting approved over 90%, they will accept you. But if you have lower than 90%, they will just tell you that they think that you should get more evidence.
Got it.
Wait to apply later, something like that.
So you mentioned EB2, right?
Yeah,
NIW.
Yes, and most of the lawyers have the option for fully refund as well. If you didn't get approved, they will refund, give you a refund for like 100% lawyer fee. Not all lawyer, but some of the good lawyer will do that.
Right.
Yeah. A quick tip for everyone: never save money on immigration. Okay, I was ready to sponsor my own green card the whole time. At the time, it was only $5,000. The price may go up because inflation may be $6,000 right now. Hey, you don't have $5,000 to buy your freedom, go do it. Okay. Another quick tip was like actually true story to myself when I tried to get EB1. Originally I want to get EB1 because I got PhD, and my first company, like Shell Oil, said no, you only qualify for EB2. I was like, no way, I'm a PhD. I have 14 publications. I'm the youngest engineering PhD. No way. And then later on, I discovered they intend to slow down my green card, and I decided to sponsor myself for EB1A. But EB1A is harder compared with EB1B. But I talked to 6 lawyers. 5 of those said, oh, Nancy, you're not able to qualify for EB1 at all because you change your major from change your field from material science into like product management in tech. There's no way you can become one. You need to go back to school to become a postdoc for material science, get an EB1, and then come back to become product manager later on. But I never gave up on my product management dream. So I continued to talk to lawyer until the 6th lawyer I talked to, they said, oh, we can do this and this and this and this to create a strategy for you. You should totally qualify for EB1B. I totally believe that you can make it happen. We shouldn't let the opportunity go through. Just because you sounds like you change major, but we connect the dots eventually. So the tip for you guys is that do not just give up based on one lawyer's assumption, because some of the lawyers go to like Harvard Law School. Some lawyers go to some law school you've never heard of. Okay, so talk to multiple lawyers and see what's the options. But my goal is really to accelerate my career in product management. I don't want to go back to do a postdoc. Let me talk to as many as possible. I'm more than happy to pay full out myself to speed up the process. I want you guys to try it out as well. Never give up, okay? But I also love Mint's idea. Okay, so let's take the next question. Get ready, turn on your camera, okay? Turn on your camera. Darnell, can you unmute yourself, turn on your camera? Okay, so what's your question?
Hi, yeah. My question was similar to what you were talking about with the lawyers. So I'm currently looking to get my O1 visa. I've been doing my research and I've raised 100K and I checked out about 4 things or 5 out of the 8 already. And I'm talking to legal pad. And I just want to make sure like what cost range am I looking at? Because they're charging me 10K. And there's another firm I spoke to today called Pass, right? They're charging me 9.5K for the O1 and the entire process with premium processing and whatnot. So I just wanted to know like what are the firms you recommend and that sort of thing.
So can you ask the question one more time, please?
Sure.
Yes.
So I am currently trying to get my O1 visa, and I did my research and I did a preliminary screening with legal pad. And I have about 4 out of the 8 criteria to qualify for the O1 founder visa. Usually 3 is the bare minimum, but 4 they send it in with 4 or 5, and you get through like 97% of the time. So I'm just asking like, what are some of the firms you could recommend that do a very good job at this, and or around what price range are they?
So how to select lawyers? Is that what your question is?
Basically, how to select lawyers for the O1 visa and what price am I looking at? What cost am I looking at for this?
Yeah. So the price range that I always pay for all type of visa from the E2, O1, and also EB1A, EB2 is actually around 5,000. So my experience is around this range. And then how to select the lawyer? I would say, I think I heard that you mentioned about Pass, right? Right.
Correct. Legal pad and Pass, right? Legal pad is charging me $10,000 and Pass, right, charging me $9,500. And I don't know, it seems a bit. I could have a friend from Norway who also had the O1 visa, and I think they paid $4,500 or something for their situation. So I'm like, okay, how am I paying double this? So I was like, let me come to the session and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, so I think you can definitely compare the lawyer. I am happy to give you a few lawyer that I have like worked with them. I actually Past Life is the company that got my O1A approved back in 2019, but the price is actually different right now. I don't know what happened. Back then I only paid for 5,000. But then another thing that I used to notice is that sometimes the lawyer give different price to different people depending on your profile background, like how strong your profile will be for them to write you the case. I see this as well, because sometimes my friends got like lower price than me, and some of the friends got higher price. So I think it depends on different case as well. And the thing is that the lawyer that you should go for is the one that have strategy, that they really believe in your background. They will tell you strategy on how they will get you approved. You can feel that they feel so confident in your case. You can sense that when you ask them question. Yeah, but if some lawyer that they just like they seem confused on, they seem unsure. So I will not recommend going to that lawyer. You can feel that you can ask them the strategy as well during the fee evaluation session. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Trust it. Lots of time you can feel that way as well. Even when I apply, so when I eventually find a 6th lawyer, okay, so my number 6, and I was like, okay, so how to connect material science to smart cities. I was doing smart cities AI product, and that my PhD was in material science. And I asked him, we need to come up with a better strategy. And then he came up with a strategy. Okay, this is how it's related, because the other thing work on safety. Smart cities also work on safety. It's the same thing. It's safety for everybody in the US. So whatever. So later on, it was both you and him felt like, oh yeah, that's the same thing. So you need to feel the same way as the strategy he laid out for you. And for lots of time, you don't feel right, which means it's wrong as well. I felt the same way with my lawyer as well. He believed me, I believe in him. The strategy, I just felt it's right. He felt it's right. Okay, let's do this. Something like that. So go for it. And again, the green card fee may have increased because the inflation, different people is different. But when I got it, it's also $5,000, maybe increase a little bit. You just need to figure out yourself right now, because we got our green card a little bit earlier than you. Things might be different. Okay, but congratulations, at least you're close. Okay, awesome. So let's do this. Bring up the next person. Piyush.
Yeah.
Piyush Peter, right?
Pushpita, yeah.
Yeah. Can you ask your question? Go ahead.
Yes. Firstly, thanks for this amazing session. I have a couple of questions. So firstly, I am on H4 visa right now, and I've applied for my EAD about 6 months back, and the timeline is about 8 months to about a year for me to start working. I'm expecting that EAD to come soon. Once I have my EAD, can I start with my startup or start planning my startup, or do I have to wait for an H1B sponsorship and that will be a better route? Or just after having my H4 EAD, I can start working on my startup and start the LLC process and all of that?
So for this question, I would recommend you to ask the lawyer, because sometimes there might be some restriction, on each type of the So I'm not 100% sure, because some of the type of the visa or the green card, there is actually some restriction. So let's say the for EB1A and EB2 NIW, the lawyer will recommend you stay working in the same career field for at least a year before you work in another field, another career field. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'll be very grateful if you can provide some numbers for lawyers. Some references, because I'm trying to get that resource by myself, but I cannot find some very foolproof information. So if that thing comes, I'll be very grateful. Secondly, I had a doubt about this one point that you mentioned, that when you were starting your company, you wanted to have a partnership. A partnership with an American citizen was mandatory. So henceforth, whatever route I take, if I have to start my own LLC, I need somebody who is an American citizen also to be a partner with me, or I can start by myself.
So it depends on the type of the company formation. Okay. So that is the question that you should ask the lawyer and also the CPA as well. So actually, you don't need to have American citizen. You can have anyone with the work permit, EAD eligibility, that can be the partner on your LLC, or it can be permanent resident. It's not just limited to someone that only be an American citizen.
All right, got it. Yeah. And thanks, Nancy. This was very helpful.
No problem. I suggest you explore more with a lawyer. And I think when I start my company, I already have my EA. Oh, hold on. I started Document City International on EAD as well, single member LLC. So depends on the situation and category. And we are not lawyer. We just told you what happened to us. Okay, so everybody disclaimer, like lawyers, whatever, which you said earlier, any strategy you take from the sessions, you're at your own risk. We're sharing with you regarding what we know, what we discovered, what works for us. So confirm with your lawyer. And also depends on the stages of your EAD, certain type of EAD or certain time of you receiving your EAD, you can start your single member LLC, and maybe some part requires you to have someone to form a partnership. But I start Document City International, which is our current program on teaching you PM Accelerator as a single member LLC as well. So verify with your lawyer. Okay.
This is an amazing starting point, but yes, I'll consult with lawyers. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. But the goal is help you guys think. we want you guys to think about what's possible. Okay, so lots of people think about, well, I can't do this, I cannot do this. People think I had to do stay in my current career for so long. People, it's crazy. I have people who came to me who already was a director in finance. Oh, you know, Nancy, I am so afraid to transition into product management because I don't want to start over. The low must be very high as entry level PM. I was like, so how much are you getting paid as a director of finance? Guess a number. Like 100, yeah, $130,000 as a director of finance. I was like, anybody in our PM accelerator, you know the salary is very low. Okay, so it's very low. And you see our student laughing right now. Our student hitting at 200, no problem. Lots of them get 300. Some student getting like 2 weeks ago, someone get 800 grand per year. I was like, oh, your director getting paid even lower than my individual contributor student. You're here to saying that you're afraid you're getting started over. No, was because you don't know what's possible. So you don't take actions. We're here to really inspire you. So many different ways for you to take actions, to explore, to figure out. Someone else made it happen. You should make it happen as well. Never wait for the opportunity to be presented in front of you. Say, oh, I finally it's perfect for me to go after something. Of course, let me tell you, the perfect situation will happen when you're 60 years old, maybe even later, I don't know. So you should get started earlier. That's why we're doing this session today. I wish I knew some of those inspirations. Someone even mentioned some of the keywords like O1, whatever, earlier in my career. I wouldn't wait for 11 years to get my green card. Seriously, it's driving me nuts. Okay, so let me see. I don't think we have any other questions. Nobody.
Dr. Nancy, we forgot to talk about the H1B cap exam.
Why don't you quickly cover that, because we do need to switch to the office hours.
Yes, absolutely. So another thing is that so right now I'm also volunteering at the nonprofit organization that help sponsor the H1B cap exam for any person that didn't get selected for the H1B lottery. So the thing is that they because they are a nonprofit organization, they will be able to help this group of people that didn't get selected for H1B lottery to continue working in the same companies while they will also like sponsor another H1B cap exam, and in return you need to volunteer like teaching student in bachelor degree or undergrad degree for at least like 5 to 10 hours a week. So this is also another solution for anyone that didn't get selected for H1B. So for a degree in STEM and also the business related field.
That's awesome. Okay, so we are going to link the specific like a website for you guys to explore more. So basically, congratulations if you wasn't selected through the H1B raffle, you can still qualify to continue to work for your current company legally using this new methodology. So the link will be provided in the description of the YouTube video, because the whole talk is also streamed through YouTube as well. Awesome. All right. So thank you so much, Mint, for having us, sharing all the amazing advice. I also wish all of you guys break all the glass ceilings and think big, 10 times bigger, okay, and achieve your final destination to achieve anything you want to do in terms of your career and your life. Thank you very much. Please make sure to share this amazing session with anybody who are international professional who want to grow a fantastic career in the US or starting their own company, and because lots of people need this kind of help and motivation. Awesome. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Dr. Lee, can you send the link to the YouTube video?
Go to my YouTube channel. If you still haven't discovered me on YouTube, just Google Dr. Nancy Lee. Just Google Dr. Nancy Lee. Just take a screenshot of this right now. Take this. Okay. So even my website have been linked to my YouTube channel. Okay. Take a screenshot of my Zoom account right now, right here, and then go to my website. There's a place called YouTube. Click that link to my YouTube channel, and this is being streamed on YouTube. It's #1 newest video we had. Okay, just go there. Awesome. So take a screenshot right now, and then my website will lead you to YouTube. Awesome. Okay. All right. I'm looking forward to see you guys achieving fantastic result, and make sure you email us back. We want to celebrate with you guys together. Want to see how much this help you guys. If you get any new green card, I'd love to celebrate with you guys, or new visa. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. Have a good night. All right, thank you for having us. Thank you, Mint, for sharing everything. All right, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.